Hey, you guys, it's your girl Nurse T. Happy Wednesday. I am super excited to be on and live with you guys today. Yes, listen, as you're coming in, I need you to do me one great favor. I need you to share this live out. I need you to tag all of your business besties, not some, but all of your business besties. Shout out to those of you who will be joining us live for Level Up 2023, live here in Atlanta, June 6th through 9th. Y'all listen, I am here today. Hey, Kimberly, I see y'all coming on. I'm here today with a very special guest. First of all, if I seem like I'm a little bit hyped, is because I am. We have less than, okay, so I don't know exactly how many days, but I think we have less than 45 days until conference. So y'all already know I'm high, right? And I've got with me today one of the speakers for conference, main stage speaker, y'all. Let me tell y'all. So I met this young lady a couple years ago, actually. She's another registered nurse entrepreneur, okay? Very busy in the healthcare space. And we connected a few years ago doing some things together, actually in the CBD wellness arena, as a matter of fact. And, since we opened up conference to all healthcare spaces, not just home care, because you guys who've been following me for a while, shout out to you guys. Traditionally the conference was only for home care. Now it's for anyone in the healthcare entrepreneurship space. And so I immediately reached out to her and was like, hey, because there are so many of you who are already in healthcare entrepreneurship that probably heard a lot about CBD and the cannabis industry, but don't really know about it. Of course, we know there are lots of stigmas attached. And you guys, I'm just so excited to bring this guest on with me today. I'm so excited to have her speaking at conference this year. But before we get started, before I bring her on, I want to make sure you all are sharing this out. Share this live out. All of your biz besties, all of your people who may not be in business, but may take an interest in some of the things that we're going to talk about today. Y'all drop something in the comments. Let me know who you are, where you're checking in from. But without further ado, I'm going to bring on Miss Cierra Keaton. She is a registered nurse. She is what I like to call a nursepreneur, right? Owner of Relief Wellness Center. I like that, Relief. We're gonna get into this, okay? Very accomplished nurse entrepreneur, very intelligent young lady, super down to earth and just all around sweet person to know. And so I'm super excited to have her on with me today. So y'all just I need y'all to give her a virtual warm welcome. And I see you guys checking in. Hey, Christina. Hey, Monty K. I see Kalila. Shout out to Kalila. Christina, you got Monty K. Turner, Tracy Lake. All of y'all are registered and come to conference already. So I know y'all are just as excited as I am to hear from one of our main stage speakers. And before we get started, you guys, we're streaming from StreamYard. We're streaming live on StreamYard. And so you'll see some instructions where you can click so that I can actually see your comments, because if you don't allow them to show your name on the comment, I don't know who you are. So be sure to click that and allow them to show your name. Someone said, hey, I don't know your name, but hey. So without further ado, Miss Cierra.
Hey, I'm here.
She is here. First, before we get started, I want you to let the good people know who you are, where you are currently, and what you are doing.
Welcome. Well, thanks first so much for having me on this live. I'm getting super excited about the conference and then realize it's getting closer and closer. It's almost here. Well, I am Cierra Keaton, also known as the #1 canna nurse, which means that I'm a cannabis nurse first. It does not mean I'm the top, right? And I am a cannabis nurse educator, coach, and consultant. I am founder of Keaton Consulting. We are a healthcare educational firm geared toward educating the communities, healthcare professionals, and corporations about the wonderful medicinal benefits of cannabis and alternative holistic practices. I am also owner of Balance Relief, and we are a custom CBD cannabinoid company that custom creates CBD formulations for people with people in mind for actually healthcare wellness, right? And then last but definitely not least, I am owner of Relief Wellness Center, where we merge the med spa and the cannabis world into one. So super, super, super excited to be here.
Dope, and more dope. Y'all listen, because the folks just don't know the caliber of speakers that we have speaking at conference this year.
I'm excited. I'm excited to come and sit and learn.
Yes, I am. So let's just jump right into it. And you guys, if you have questions along the way, please don't hesitate to drop your questions, comments in the comment box. Speak to us. This is an interactive live, okay? We're not gonna keep you on here super long, but just long enough to hear from Miss Cierra. Just kind of hear about what she's bringing to conference this year. Those of you who maybe didn't know about conference or didn't get around to registering and securing your seat, you see the registration link scrolling across the screen. Let me just warn you, the VIP seats will be sold out probably today. We have 2 left. However, you can still come general admission if you're unable to secure a VIP day seat. But you want to come VIP if you can. But without further ado, let's just jump right into it. So first and foremost, Cierra, tell us about, CBD, the cannabinoid in healthcare, the cannabinoid sector of healthcare, because many people don't really know about it. And when you mention the words CBD or cannabis, there's a huge stigma attached. So let's start by just kind of educating the folks a little bit, just exactly what this is all about.
Sure. So CBD has always been around, right? It is more popular now because if I have to be, if I take off my nurse hat, if I have to be politically correct, it is a term that is more acceptable than cannabis. It is a term that's more acceptable than marijuana, right? But when we really break this thing down, all of this stuff is a part of the cannabis plant, right? There's just this side over here, this legal. This side over here ain't legal. We're going to separate these things out, right? And it's such a huge stigma behind it. When people hear cannabis, they get scared. They're like, oh my God, the devil's lettuce, right? Like all this other stuff, right? And you can't even break the surface, right? To really begin to educate people. Like when I tell people, when people are like, oh, I don't do CBD, but they do aromatherapy, I'm like, well, you're already doing it. So let me break that down for you.
Wait. Say that again. Say that again for them in the back who didn't hear that.
When people are so against CBD or cannabis, but they out here doing aromatherapy with essential oils, well, baby, you're already doing cannabis. So I'm just gonna leave it there. So it's a lack of education. When I tell people, oh, you have a whole system in your body that makes cannabinoids like CBD already. So whether you like it or not, it's a part of you.
And what are some of the advances that we know in healthcare? Because obviously we operate in the healthcare space. If not most of the people who are joining us and follow my platform, our platforms, because your platform as well, are in the healthcare space, but don't really know about really some of the benefits when it comes to serving their clients or serving their patients. You want to kind of get into some of the advancements that we've found with these?
Yes. So technology has brought us a long way in the cannabis space, and it's good and bad, right? But if you want to know all that, you got to come to the conference, right? But the good part of it is that we are able to break down these parts of the plant, and just like the base of my name, reliefed, right? I'm able to take these parts of the plant and relief them, basically put them back together the way that I would like to tackle exactly what it is that I'm looking to tackle.
That's good. And that's huge.
So, I mean, advancement is not even the real world, right? People think it's just smoking. Smoking is one of 100 ways to consume, one of 100 ways to get relief. We're talking about topicals, edibles, IV therapies, injections. We have come a long way in the world of medicinal, quote unquote, cannabis and what we're able to bring to the table as far as getting clients what they need, even down to legalities.
So wait a minute, because I do IV therapy. I do infusion services, and a lot of people following us do too. So did you say that these are things that we can market in our infusions?
You can market it, but if you don't know if you don't know the background and if you don't know the secret sauce, you will fail. Because what you're gonna do is you're gonna go out there, you're gonna be like, I got CBD drip for sale, right? And they're gonna shut your page down.
Which is why these folk need to come to conference. Listen, if you're on here and you're doing IV therapy, if you have infusion services, whether it's mobile, whether you have a wellness spa, you're doing them on site, and you want to get down with this, I strongly urge you connect with Miss Keaton live at Level Up this year, because see, this is the type of stuff that I'm talking about. And this is what makes the typical business owner stand out. See, part of our theme for conference this year is diversification. Okay. Those of you who don't know, you've seen it all over the branding: develop, diversify, dominate. That's how you dominate in your space. You got a million and one other people who are offering these services. But if you don't have that one thing that stands you out, then you're just like the rest. And we're all about doing
riches.
We're all about doing what? Dominating in our spaces. Yeah. So that was huge, because I didn't know that. And
most people know. And when they do hear about it, they be like thinking it's something I do under the table. They like, oh, can you make me some? I'm like, I don't make it. So again, lack of education. People really don't know. And the reason why CBD drips aren't out there is I could bet you about 90%, and I love y'all nurses, but 90% of them truly don't understand. Even when it comes down to legality, they be like, oh, the biggest thing I hear is, well, it ain't legal in my state. Baby, it's legal in all 50 states.
So so Monty K. Turner Jones, that's a long name. We just gonna call you K. We're gonna call you K. I can't wait to meet you at conference too. She's asking, is this something we can incorporate in our business? Illinois is a cannabis legal state, and she's going to be at conference. So
yeah, so the beauty is you don't have to be in a state that has a legal medical marijuana program to be able to tap into CBD. So I'll leave y'all with that.
Come to conference. That's all I gotta say is be at conferences.
You have to get in the rooms. And if people are afraid of cannabis, so and the best thing about this right here is when you go out and you're seeking, you know this, being in cannabis and CBD, they got all these huge conferences, right? And all they focus on is flat plants and flowers and growing, and you got all this stuff. And the healthcare people are focused on the science, but where are the hands-on? Where are the workers? Where are we at? Right?
Because you said that, let me move into my next question. What are some of the opportunities like right now for healthcare entrepreneurs when it comes to this? Like, give some, just a few. We ain't giving away the kitchen sink, because that's what the folks is going to get at conference. But just some of the opportunities in healthcare in terms of entrepreneurship, when it comes to having that knowledge and having that training with CBD and cannabis?
That's the number one question I get. Well, what can I do? I said, it's easier to ask me what you can't do, right? Because cannabis is the golden sprinkles, right? You can take cannabis or CBD and dominate any lane. Let me say it again. You can take cannabis or CBD and dominate any lane, but you got to first get some education about what all is out there, right, and available to you. And then you got to niche down, whether you want to be in skincare, whether you want to work with the elderly, whether you want to work with women who have depression, anxiety, whatever lane, mental health, physical therapy, spa, right? Whatever lane you want to be in, cannabis is the golden sprinkles. And we teach you how to incorporate it so that you can dominate in your niche.
And one more question for you. So let's say I am someone who wants to break into this. I am not in healthcare. Because we have a lot of people who are not nurses, who are not LPNs, who are not CNAs, who are not in healthcare, period. But realize that the healthcare business space is where the money is at right about now. What are, like, is that possible? Like,
oh, definitely. They're already doing it. This is what makes me angry. So nurses, I need y'all to show up. I know this conference is open, but we got to show up in this space because we have people out here who ain't never took a healthcare nothing out here being cannabis coaches, right?
And killing the game.
I'm saying sometimes, you know, this nursing gets in our way. So it is not just for healthcare people. It's really for people who are advocates of the plant, who know the power behind cannabis. You know, it's like I got 99 problems and cannabis solved 97 and a half.
That's a t-shirt. I need you to come to conference with that t-shirt.
That's just nice.
I got 99 problems. But wait, say that again.
Cannabis solved 97 and a half.
Cannabis solves 97 and a half of them. Girl, that's a whole you better have a t-shirt on that says that at conference. Yeah. I love it. I love it. I love it. So, you know, before we wrap it up, are there anything or are there some things, because we won't wrap it, we'll take some questions, but before we do that, are there some things, really important things that you want the people to know and that you will be sharing at conference this year?
Oh, definitely. So I am bringing some true fire. I really had to wrap my head around. It's like, you know, sometimes we just in alignment and even don't even be knowing we be in alignment, right? Like this year I have tapped into the home care space. I'm working with home care bosses all over. And I said, home care? I said, how I end up that here? Right? But so one of the topics that I'm really focusing in on just for particularly the home care sector is pain management. How many patients do you see that don't have pain in home care?
That's
when huge. I go out, because I help out a lot of people who don't have nurses in their home care business. I do a lot of assessments for them. Every day, I'm in pain every single day of my life. And if we're taking it up another level, people who are our color, they're not on all them narcotics, right? They ain't got access to it. And they live
That's a whole nother conversation,
right?
About disparities in healthcare.
We did a whole series last year on it. Cannabis disparities in healthcare, right? Because it's multiple layers. But what I'm bringing to the conference is teaching you how to dominate and basically create another lane of income by being able to give your patients access to a holistic pain management program.
I need you to rewind. Wait. I need you to rewind that and say that again. Creating what? Another
stream of income by giving your patients or clients access to a holistic pain management program.
You know, I'm all about alternate streams of income. And I'm going to be first one right front and center with my notebook and pen and everything else, recorder, everything else. Because anything that's going to offer me an additional stream of revenue in my existing business, I'm game for that.
Exactly.
Show us some heart, show us some likes, drop something in the comment. If that is not your mindset, then you might as well just log off right now. This is not the conference for you. And I am not the coach or the person that you should be following, because that's what I'm all about. And real talk, Cierra, and I know you can attest to this just as well as probably everybody else on this live stream who will view this replay. We learned from the pandemic. We learned from the pandemic that you better have 2 or 3 other things coming down your business pipeline, or that will allow you some additional streams just in case. We learned that. There are people who were not completely out of business because they had only one egg in a basket.
Yep.
One egg. So anytime that you can bring an additional stream of revenue into I don't care what business it is, whether you in home care, whether you got a diagnostic testing lab, shout out to y'all who are lab owners and thinking, well, where do I fit in at? This is where you diversify your business. You yourself don't have to be offering some of the things, but you contract. That's a whole nother teaching.
Mm-hmm.
to bring these things in your business, but you got to know about it. You got to know what's out there and what's available. And that, my friend, is what Miss Keaton is bringing to conferences. Yeah, I'm so excited. I don't know, do myself. I think I'm more excited because I'm thinking about all the things that I'm about to open up in my own business based on what you're teaching us.
And not just, of course we all about, it's about the money, the bag, but think about the impact, right? Think about the customer. Let's talk about these customer satisfaction.
That part.
Right? When you help someone get their pain, they get their quality of life back. They get their little happy back, right? And imagine your company being able to bring that to them.
Wow. That's where that domination comes in. Level up 2023. Develop, diversify, dominate. That's what we all about. And that's where that domination comes in. Girl, I'm so daggone excited. Listen, let's open up the floor for some comments. I see some of you are commenting. Be sure to remember, I can't see your name unless you give StreamYard the permission to post your name, but I can see your comments. Somebody said, I'm sitting next to you, T. I don't know who that is. You got to tell me who you are so I know who you are sitting next to me. But that means you are in alignment. You're in alignment with what we're bringing. Absolutely. Monty, we said we was going to call her Kay. Kay said, give me all the strength. Rita, that's right. Yes.
All the strength.
Rita is a conference ambassador. Yes, you are. You're going to sit next to me. We're going to both have our devices, our pen and paper. Everything is going to be out. Absolutely. Kay, you're going to get all the strings, baby, because we bringing all of it to conference this year. Kalila said, you definitely ready to be in a room. Yes, you are, honey. And I believe you come in VIP. Yup. The one that said facts. And they are. And they are. Kat, that's my girl Kat on it. You love this. Yes, honey, we are bringing the heat this year for Level Up 2023. Those of you who have been at previous years' conferences, even the pandemic years where we had to bring conference online, which I might add probably was some of our most successful years. Y'all, that is nothing compared to what conference is bringing this year. Like, we got 40 days. I have to go and look at the calendar and see exactly how many days. Shawana said, "You ready?" Yes, we are ready. We are ready. So, listen, you guys, if you do, all right. So, does anyone on here have any questions for Miss Cierra? Because that's her lane. I'm just a squirrel trying to get a piece of a nut, okay? So I can bring them into my own business space. Because again, I said I'm all about multiple streams of revenue. So I learn from the experts, which is why I bring the experts to you all. I know some stuff, a whole lot of stuff, but I don't know everything. And the things I don't know, but that I know that you guys need to know, I'm going to bring the expert in. And this, my friend, is the expert when it comes to CBD and cannabis in the healthcare field. Again, this is something that is groundbreaking. Kay says she asking all her questions face to face. I know that's right.
No, that's right. That's how you do it, though.
That's how you do it. And VIP, those of you who are coming VIP, we have that rooftop mixer going on, so y'all can rub them elbows in an intimate setting, and even outside of VIP day coaching. So Christina said, "How can I add this service to my lab?" Christina, you gonna be at conference? I'm just messing with you. Go ahead, Cierra.
I mean, I was gonna say the same thing.
But Christina's my girl. She's gonna be there.
It's too big of a question for me to just say, "Hey, this is what you do," right? Because first of all, I'm not a huffer, a puffer, or a bluffer, right? I'm not gonna say, "Oh yeah, just no." I need to know your mission. I need to know your vision, right? So that I can give you specific direction on how to be able to do it. So again, it's a very widespread question. There's probably 100 ways you could bring it into your business, but the question is, what way do you want to do it, and what is the vision that you see for yourself? So
this thing is deep. I guess it's levels to it. I have to admit, I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. I didn't realize how many levels to it. Until we began talking. And then I guess there's still a lot for me to learn as well. And I don't, if I've said it a million times, I'm sorry, I'm going to say it again. I cannot wait to hear your presentation, to learn from you. You guys, y'all know how we do. We don't have steps, nothing. Okay. So when we come, we bringing it. Okay. I'm trying to see and make sure I'm not missing any comments. I know we are streaming live on StreamYard, but if you guys, and even if you are checking this out on the replay, please still leave your comments, leave your questions. We do check the notifications. Again, if you are thinking about or you were planning or just hadn't gotten around to it, you might want to go ahead and secure your seat. This conference will sell out. Don't play around. This conference will sell out. If you're planning to come and you just need to wait a little bit longer to secure your seat, that's fine too. But if you're coming from out of town and you need to secure your room, get on the registration site. It's right there scrolling, and at least secure your room because the room block is almost sold out. Again, the room block is almost sold out. So you don't want to miss that because it's summertime. The rates at other hotels are going to be considerably more expensive than our room block at the host hotel. And so I'm super excited. Again, we've got, and let me just check because while we're on this live stream, I did hear the notification come through that, I can see whenever somebody registers. And we had 2 VIP tickets. So when VIP sells out, it's sold out. We added 10 more the other day, and I think we're down to 2. So if you're thinking about coming VIP, and those of you who don't know what what distinguishes, VIP day is a full working day with the main stage speakers. So it's more than just general conference. General conference is going to be the bomb. General conference is going to be the bomb. You definitely want to be there general, if not at all. But VIP is just that little bit, that extra. If you're really serious about this is something like you're a serious healthcare entrepreneur and you want that extra on a little bit of a coaching side, maybe more of a streamlined program or something like that. You want to get there VIP. Again, we've got 2 tickets left, but general conference is a 2-day event, June 7th. I'm sorry, 6th through 9th. Wait a minute, I'm giving y'all the wrong daggone dates. VIP day is the 7th. General conference days are the 8th and 9th. I apologize. I've got 6 on the brain because I will be there on the 6th preparing. 7th through 9th. 2 full power pack days of main stage speakers, resources. We're having a white party Saturday night where you dress in your finest. I just got my little white outfit together just the other day, so I'm ready. I don't know about y'all, but I'm ready.
Okay? But I'll be ready. I'm gonna be ready.
Listen, you're gonna be ready. Yes, but just like someone said earlier, being in the room. It's all about being in those spaces, and I know you can attest to this too, Cierra. Sometimes in business, as we're developing, thank you, 9th through 11th. What did I say? 7th to 9th?
I thought it was the 9th and 10th, but I'm like, I didn't.
So y'all charge it to my brain, like really charge it to my brain. I've had some really, really trying times these past couple of weeks, and those of you who follow me on social media outlets have seen some of the things that have been going on in my personal life, and God has blessed us and brought us out, but I've been through a lot and my mind is all over the place. I apologize. June 9th through 11th. 9th is VIP day. 10th and 11th are general conference days. I apologize for that mix up. But yes, what I was saying was, you can attest that sometimes in development as business owners, and I don't care what business you're in, whether it's healthcare or not, we have to learn that being in the right rooms make all the difference. We come into this thing, and I'm not a new business owner, neither are you, but there are some people on here, even some people who are not new business owners, just don't know the power of connection. The power of being in the room with people who are doing or can teach you how to do things that you're not yet doing.
Exactly.
And that's what we're all about. It's about not just learning, because we come in with all the information. And y'all know, any of you who have ever done any of Nurse's courses, conferences, programs, anything, you know that we always over deliver. Excellent. So you can best believe that conference is going to be the same. Shout out to those of you who've been to a Level Up conference in the past. They can attest for that. But you got to be in the room. Rub elbows with the people who are doing things that you aspire to do or maybe have not done yet in business. There are going to be people in that room that I am going to learn from.
Oh, yeah.
That Cierra is going to learn from, that you all are going to learn from, in whatever aspect of healthcare business you seem to fall in. Right? So I urge you to get there. If this is something that you were wondering about, didn't know about, get there. It's not too late to register. The link is scrolling by. Cierra, you want to close us out with some last thoughts?
Sure. I'll leave on the thought of getting in the room, right? I teach my mentees all the time. Sometimes your fire is not always bright, right?
Girl, you're coming with the taglines.
But
You're coming with the taglines.
but what I'm saying is you got to get in the room with my sister. Guess what? Your fire might be brighter than mine. So I might just have to lean over here so I can catch some of that fire, right? Get in the rooms. They will change your life. Literally. So,
yeah. So I'm excited here. I thank you so much for hopping on here with me today. I thank you guys for joining in with us live. If you're checking this out on a replay, we thank you too. Please drop your questions, comments in the comment line. If you have any specific questions that you don't want to comment on the live, you can definitely inbox us. You can call our offices. Our information is all over everywhere on social media. Cierra, I just cannot wait to see you, hug on you in June.
Yes, I'm so excited.
Crazy because our practices are literally minutes away, but you busy, I'm busy. We ain't caught up with each other yet, but we're gonna see each other for conference.
Definitely.
You guys, whether you're coming from out of town, whether you're here local in the ATL, we just hope to see you this year. Again, June 9th through 11th, right here live in Atlanta, the Level Up 2023 Healthcare Conference. Registration information is scrolling by. You can go ahead, you can check out all the details, host, hotel information, everything on the registration site, www.readytolevelup.com. And that's what we're all about this year. It's develop, it's diversify, it's dominate in the healthcare space. With that, Cierra, I'm going to bid you adieu. Thank you, my friend, my sister. We'll talk again soon. Thank you all for joining us live. And we hope to see you this year at Level Up 2023. Goodbye, you guys.
Bye.